Yesterday, I showed you the steel warehouse where I've shown you the steel pricing and the steel source here in Cebu City for I-beams and other source of steel. Now this time, I'm going out with the village people. We have like a crew here on the back, and with Junelle driving, of course, and we will be showing you the beauty of the Philippines. So we are on the mountainside. So Sunday, this is about the beauty of the Philippines. So we are passing through Sirao Gardens now. You can see that it's now open for tourist spots, sightseer. So this is one of the tourist spots that's allowed to open at 50% capacity. So this is the second Sirao Pictorial Garden. It's also open. And also the snack vendors on the side have finally come back. And all the plant sellers, but I'm not buying any plants in this area. I'll be buying it, like I said last time, further up the hills, because the 200 pesos per pot here will be like 50 to 10 pesos. Look at that little kubo there, the yellow and green kubo in the middle of the cornfield. So we are now passing all the ornamental plant seller here in Busay. Although these are already part of Sirao. But you can see them all over the road. But like I said last time, this is not the target place that I buy them, because they are like the frontliners for all these ornamental plants, and they're quite pricey. So we just go further down the road. Because this is what you call the Central Cebu Protected Landscapes. So all the land here belongs to the government. The people that live here only uses the land as they are allowed by the government. You know, like the Tabunan, the whole area of Barangay Tabunan, it's owned by the government because that's a watershed. The same here, this is part of the forestal watershed. So they're fixing this road here, like it collapsed, and they're now putting a ripraps. Again, it's continuing on extending the ornamental plant cellar here. So we're passing through the road market of Trans Central Highway here, like we have done last time. And this is Sunday today, so you can expect the city dwellers will come up here to buy from the market here of the farmers. We are now entering the vicinity of the province of Balamban. So we just left the Cebu City boundary, and now this is the first entrance that you can see going to Balamban province of Cebu. We just park here in Gaas, Gaas, Balamban, Cebu. So it's right there on the edge of the boundary of Cebu City From the Trans Central Highway, you go straight here and you will see the name Welcome to Balamban. And on this side, also both sides of the roads, most of the roads here, there's a lot of people selling ornamental plants. And the thing about the Balamban Gaas ornamental plants is more cheaper than the one that you can buy in the Ayala Heights in Trans Central Highway. So you can see the different ornamental plants. Different varieties of those big ones there. And we were told that most of our neighbors that's in the subdivision before get their plants in here. You can see all those land orchids, look. And even the proper orchids. They got some nice ones here. Look at this. A very nice plant. Pila na, ma'am? 2.5. She's selling this one. It's a big grown one at 2,500. And she got other source here. Ang imong banda tagpila. Wow. I thought they are cheaper here, but it seems like the information is wrong. So they got loads of variety of this that my daughter wants to collect. And these Christmas tree plants that I want to plant on my village park. And so if you go across, now here they got some, they're not so well laid out like the other one. Maybe that's why the village people there, the one that comes with us, is choosing this side. That's Janelle's wife there, Nilan. So you can see this road is sloping down. So I'm buying this kind of plant to be put on the BPP. Na okay. Yan pa sa katong usa nga. Unsa ka? Unsa nga
outdoor ni. Mo na ni siya kada ko.
Ganahan ko kanang dili kayo sige buuan.
Oh, kani okay na nimo, gwanta ni siya init.
Nagwantag init. I want the plants that don't need a lot of care, that can be left outside like this one.
Asa sa kanan?
Ito, multikam.
Aka na multikam. Pwede na may ako ilabas dyan. Yung, dyan.
So, like the slope there is how many meters? I think this is not gonna be enough. This one that look like Christmas trees.
Ay, katong inaana. Oo. Dire ay.
Look at this flower here. It's called the broken hearts. Mau ba? These are the plant sellers collection that she's selling and also breeding them that she planted onto those little pots that she sells. So I just bought a lot of like 9 Christmas trees that I could plant in the village park. Kaning gamay nga gabi, ma'am, oh. Di naman na kwinta? Yeah, 100 na akong utang niya.
Kari, 100.
Kanto lang gamay.
Ako para dito pang pagturo.
Lagi? Oh, duha. So I have 2 of those at the Govia. Mau ba? Katong murag kulot-kulot. Kulot-kulot, no? Pila ng kulot-kulot? The curly ones there. Wow, 1,200.
Bato 1.8. Guys, ano po? Ito po lang. Nasa tanay dapit kay at pag umangkot kumbana to mas guba doon sa complex. Nag-post siya sa Cobra Farm. Pila dong? 8,000.
Wow. So it seems like ornamental plants now is becoming such a good business here.
Ha? Cobra Farm. Ang ako lang po.
Look at those flowers.
Nabunuhan siya? Ano ito?
Tagpila na lan? Squinto nung noy kay hut dun to na.
5 fingers. 5 fingers sa dito sa ganang bunuhan?
5 fingers mo rin, Mary Jane. 5 day na. 5 day na nga, 6 man na. 7 ang kaya na uban.
Bambo.
Oh, kata sa imo ha. So this is the one I bought so far. It cost me 1,800 because this one is quite dear. So you can see that ornamental plant keeping is now and selling is now a means of living on the people here on the mountainside of Trans Central Highway towards Balamban. Nakakuha pila lan? 20? Di palita ko na bi. Kana ka? 20. Gidong. Kuwari dong. Pila na? 140 kani kan. So I bought 4 bamboos and 9 Christmas tree plants. So there's a lot of plant here for sale. Dong pangutan na ako ng pilang cypress dong. O man say naninda diriting panghatag ni. So there's nobody watching this one. But you can see you can buy a lot of variety of ornamental plants in here at very cheap price. Because the more you buy more, you can haggle the price. Sige, nam-anam lang tadong. So I like this plant here. Pila na siya. Adim sa din iya. Na nasa gagmay. Tagbilang gagmay ka no. Lagi ato kong pangutan mo.
Apay sakyanan bubble tie, pamili mo ma'am.
Tagpila na ma'am.
2,000 siya mo.
2,000?
Oo,
Ang imong cypress tagpila. Kana imong cypress ba? Pilang gagmay na?
sa may iyo nga uy.
Cypress sa pila.
Dili uy.
So that plant that we were watching, that's 2,000 pesos for a small one. Look at the fencing on this one, made of wood. So there's a lot of people here growing plants for sale. So most of the garden centers in the city, they buy it from here. So this is the view that you can see here. There's a lot of plants around. Hello. Wow, there's a nice flowers there. So this is what you see from Trans Central Highway, the Welcome to Balamban sign. And that's the view from the side. It's quite cold here in Balamban because it's like little Baguio. You can see all the pine trees growing around. This is one of the views you can see here going to Balamban. That's another part of Balamban. This hill is not included in the Cebu city, but you can see even in the far hill, there's still people doing some corn field there. You can see they are growing corn up there. So just near the road. So you can see the locals have their own like viewing area in front of their house, to viewing the mountainside. So this is the mountain view of the side of going to Balamban. Pink plants. Uy, pwede matenta mo sa huli ha. Doon, makalimit ka tayo. Hindi ba? Next time. Look at all the pine trees that they grow here. So this is another mountain view area. You can see that the locals here are planting a lot of pine trees, because it's quite cold in here, to be honest, and it's always foggy. You can see up ahead the dam, the water dam in Balamban. So look at they've got a lot of locals living here and a lot of rich ones as well. You can see that big house up there. They got their viewing area. So you're like in Baguio City. They got a lot of pine trees. And that's the local there. That's the local's house that own this little part of land, but overlooking the view of the mountain. And on this side, you can see that there is someone who's building a little rest house there. All made of, on the side of a hill, and all made of rocks. And you got a little house there. So this is his place. So is he gonna fill this all up, I suppose? And he's still building all the ripraps. Because I'm thinking about, I'm now just looking at the designs of different houses on the side of the hills. Amazing view. Different from what I got at home. I got the city view, but these are all just mountain view. My other side of the property, when it's, you can see more of the mountain view. And it's really cold, like it is in my castle. So you can see the locals building their houses on the edge to maximize the view. So there's plenty of ornamental plants still here. Because this is the perfect weather here. You know, they're always cool up here on top of the mountains. We just stopped here on the roadside of Trans Central Highway, and you can see the amazing view as we're nearing the city. It's so nice. You can see a different view of the city further with more of the mountain area. You can see the farms. Of the people here, and all the little villages that you can see up on the mountain, and the cities behind those mountains. So Janelle was telling me that those roads that we can see from here, the tiny roads, we will be passing through there, so that will be interesting to film. So the usual vegetables and ornamental plants vendor. So for vegetables and ornamental plants, this is the best place for you to get your supplies here in the mountains of Trans Central Highway going to Balamban. You start from Busay, of course, where plants are more dear because that's where they buy it from here. And then you can see very amazing mountain views. So like if you're here in Cebu, you can just drive around Trans Central Highway on the way to Balamban. Then you will be finding all these things that I'm showing you. So we stopped by on the same place here in Trans Central Highway. We were buying some vegetables because they're actually a lot cheaper than the one in the groceries. So I bought some beans, ginger, and okra. Because we're gonna pour the flooring tomorrow of my storeroom, so we need a few spices to put it in. Chase me here. So there's the swimming pool, but it's dirty and there's loads of dogs around, so Chai Chai, So that's the swimming pool. Quite dirty. Only small, because they you pay 25 pesos to swim in here, but the pool is green. So this is the pool area where you have to pay 25 pesos to swim in here per person. But it's not functioning, and then the water is green. So these are their views around here that you can see. They got some nice garden. So this is called the Bayers Cafe. Let me see the view here on the side of the oh, that's the same view that when we stop on the side of the hill. Let me go further, but you can see how nice is their view of their garden. And they got their nursery here, overlooking the view as well. So that's the end of their property. But let me check if I could let you see the view. Oh, it's amazing. Look at the view here. We will be following that road that you see down there soon. But we're just stopping by for a while to see the view here. I'm going back down now to the multi-cab, but just looking at the view up there. And look at all their pine trees. So the swimming pool here for 25 pesos per person is not worth even going in. No, it's green. It's unkempt. They're not taking care of it.